Hey there, Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. I am doing monthly readings, but I'm do them based on the astrological signs. And so this monthly reading is for the time period of the astrological sign of Cancer, June 21st through July 22nd. We will cover all the inner planets, get a little guidance from them. So let's just see what the overall energy is for that. And I want to remind you to comment on my June videos. Every comment on a June video acts as an entry into the drawing for the 3 videos that I'm going to do, the private one-on-one sessions. So let's just see what we have here. Okay, it is decision time. It is decision time. All right, let's get into this. This looks interesting. So over the course of this next month, we have a lot of energy going on in Cancer. So we have the Sun in Cancer. We have Mercury is spending a lot of time in Cancer, goes into Leo, then retrogrades back into Cancer. We have Venus in Cancer. We have Mars that's in Cancer and getting ready to move into Leo. And we have a new moon in Cancer. And so just a lot of watery, emotional energy going on. And for you, Libra, this is mostly going to be occurring in your 10th house of career. So connecting with your emotions and your career at the same time, that can be interesting. I find it rewarding, but as an air sign, you might find it a little difficult to navigate. That's kind of a tough aspect for you. So let's just see what we get going on here. So the first card that came out was this card of choice. You have the 2 of Wands, and that's about trying to make a decision. But look, he is trying to follow the bluebird of happiness. So in this case, maybe all this watery energy helps you to make a decision that's based on your heart space, which always ends up being a much better decision than if it's only based on thinking. So when you allow the heart to get involved into a situation, you end up finding what you want. And so Spirit is asking you to go within and follow your inner guidance and your inner light to help you come to this decision, because this is the second card that came out. And then the card that stuck to my hands and wanted to come out at the end was this beautiful 2 of Cups energy. And so when we're talking about the 2 of Cups in regards to it could be a relationship. But I feel like in this case, because there's so much energy happening, and this is the 2 of Cups time frame is like the first week or so. It's sometime in that first week of July. And so that's right around the time of the new moon. And with all this energy happening in your career house, I think this is about finding the perfect fit for you. The job, the career choice that you're going to make where you are comfortable, where you feel like you're working your soul's purpose or with your soulmates, or it's a emotionally satisfying relationship that you have with your career choice and decisions that you make. So that is really interesting. I know you guys have been struggling with some sort of a decision, and maybe this is your opportunity to really make that pop for you. We do have that full moon coming up in the 10th house. I mean, not in the 10th house, but in Capricorn, which rules the 10th house of career also. So there could be an ending that happens there, and for you that would be in your 4th house of home and nurturing. So this job, this career, this opportunity may involve shifting things around at your house, either moving to a new location. Oh my gosh, I'm so itchy now. Moving around to a new location, or making some adjustments within the home life, schedules. Somehow it impacts your home life. Wow, okay. Thanks, Spirit. Not itchy, please. All right, so here we go. Really strong energy here. So let's get a little guidance on this whole aspect of it from the sun and how that affects you. And you have light. Your light radiates through my life and the world around me. I'm sorry, my life radiates through me and the world around me. So this is about finding the career path that sparks joy. Because if it sparks the joy within you will spread out, and you will spark joy in the people that you work with, you and the people that you work for, in the people that you're doing the work So if you are a teacher, then you will spark the joy in your students. If you are a salesperson, you'll spark a joy in the consumers. If you are a waitress, you will spark joy in the people that you serve the food to. Whatever your job or career path is at this time, seek the one that makes you smile from the inside out, because then you will light up the world around you. And that's when you get this beautiful Two of Cups energy, that give and take of energy flow back and forth that is in balance, and it's emotionally fulfilling for all the people around. So it doesn't matter if you are a groundskeeper, and the joy of just taking care of manicuring a lawn, for instance, and the people that see it will be, they'll be like, oh, that looks so beautiful, and you spark joy. So this is about finding the light within you, searching the light within you, and allowing it to flow out and light up the world around you. So this energy in your career choices, make sure you're not taking a position just to take a position. Find something that really you're like, I can't wait to go to work today. I enjoy my job. I enjoy my career choice. I enjoy my career path. So Mercury is going to be, where is Mercury? Mercury is in Gemini right now, and so that's your 9th house. That's your 9th house of like the hermit kind of thing here, where it's the inner knowing, it's the in conversation with spirit. It's not in Gemini. June 4th it moved into Cancer. I don't understand my notes. I'm so sorry. Okay, so no. So you probably came out of that period of reflection. And I think you might have a really good idea that that's what you want to do, is find something you really like. So June 4th until June 26th, it is in Cancer. And then it moves into Leo. And then it will retrograde on July 7th and head back into Cancer. And then it'll go direct on July 31st. So we're in the shadow now, June 20th through August 15th. So you'll hear a lot about Mercury retrograde. Like, oh, you shouldn't start anything. You shouldn't sign a contract. You shouldn't do any traveling. You shouldn't. What it is it's an opportunity to review things. Anything that starts with an RE. So if you get a contract, reread it. If you've already started the job hunt process, then this isn't something new. So just pay attention to the details. Mercury in retrograde is very much about static in the communication system. So you need to choose your words more carefully. You need to communicate as thoroughly as possible. If you write something, go over it, edit it. Make sure that it's saying what you want it to say, and then it won't be misunderstood on the other end too, because they're also dealing with the staticky noise of Mercury retrograding back. But Mercury, when it gets into Leo there for a few days, right at the time of this new moon in Cancer, that's communities. And that's your public personality and your persona. And so that might be when you start really getting a job offer. So don't let Mercury retrograde, which happens on the 7th, cause you to think, oh, I can't take this right now. Don't do that. Just go over the finer details. Pay attention to the details. This is happening in water signs. Air signs should be less affected by this. You should be above most of the noise. So just pay attention. If you make travel plans, double check them. Just a little extra attention to detail is required. That's all. That's all. Don't let it freak you out. People want to get freaked out about it. I will say that for me, because I'm a water sign and my moon is in Pisces, and most of my stuff is in Cancer, Mercury retrograde is going to affect me, and I really noticed it. It started early, but this time it's not happening so much, and I think part of that has a lot to do with the eclipse energy is so much more powerful and affecting things so much more about what's going on around here. And I think that Saturn is basically, and Pluto are basically in is basically in opposition to the nodes. And so I think that's a much more powerful influence on what's going on. So Mercury in retrograde is going to be a hiccup. So just pay attention. Slow down, don't speed, watch what you're saying, but you have spiritual abundance. It says, thank you, angels, for blessing me with an infinite abundance. So I think the opportunities for the career are really going to open up. And so using your discerning and looking at the things and which one sparks joy, that's going to be the way to go. And then you're being asked to speak your truth. Archangel Gabriel, who is very closely associated with this Mercury energy. Thank you, Gabriel, for helping me to speak with integrity. So speak your truth. Ask for what you want. It's a negotiation. It's a negotiation when you sign a business contract. It's a negotiation. So make sure that you are asking for what you want, need, that you will love going there to work. Because when you love going to work, then they get the best version of you. And it's actually, everybody wins. That's a win-win, right? And Libra, you are all about win-win. And so that's how you can create that. So, Venus is starting out this period in Gemini. So that is, again, that's what's in your heart space, listening to your higher self, doing the research to find out what you love. Contact with spirit, so important right here in this decision making. Get really in touch with your heart. And then on July 3rd, Venus moves into Cancer. She likes it there. She likes it there. And you have the abundance mindset. If you think of abundance as something that will happen in the future, then it will always be one day away. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment, and that is what you will experience. So don't say things like, I'm looking for the perfect job. Say, I have the perfect opportunity. Oh, here's a better one. I am always in the right place at the right time and meet the right people. I am always in the right place at the right time and I meet the right people. And this connection will provide this infinite abundance. It does. So I'm always in the right place at the right time. I meet the right people, which is why my life is so abundant. I'm always in the right place at the right time and I meet the right people, which is why my life is so abundant. My life is filled with abundance of blessings. That's what you say. That's how you get there. Don't make it a future thing. I am always in the right place at the right time and I meet the right people, which is why my life is so blessed with abundance. All right. So that new moon on July 2nd, powerful, right? We got Venus coming right in behind it. And Venus rules money. Venus rules relationships. So, but everything seems to be really up in your career sector. So I really think it's about money. And so this opportunity to really bring in, I don't see any pentacles here, but it could be a relationship, but I don't think so. This feels like a career thing, big time. All right. So we have bring love into the situation. If it is a relationship, great. Self-love, love for your partner, feels career. I think this is about choosing a career that you really, really love. I want to get another card here for this full moon in Capricorn that is happening in your 4th house of home and nurturing. I also think that if this is a career move that affects your family, then you make sure that you approach it in a loving manner when you are discussing it with your family members as you work out the details. I think that will also be a thing. Huh. Okay. So, in the family and home situation, it says, void of course, nothing will come of this situation. It is a time for healing and an end of a tough cycle approaches full moon in Capricorn. So, I think that until you get to that full moon in Capricorn. So I think that there's a tough cycle that's been going on in the home sector, and it's been very difficult, and you're in the healing process and you're not out of it. And I think the full moon in Capricorn actually starts the healing process for you, like takes it to a new level, a new phase. I think that nothing significant is going to change in that situation until that full moon in Capricorn. And then I think that it says it approaches, which means you're not there yet. But I think you see a way through it. And so hang in there with that. I think that the financial situation looks very promising, looks very important, a really great start. I think that you should focus on that and allow the healing to continue as far as the home, family, nurturing. This is your self-love too, though, right? So nurture yourself. All right, so Mother Earth says, live according to your divine essence. So again, this is speaking your truth. This is standing up for yourself. And snakes shed their skin. And so there's a transformation process going on with you in regards to this relationship aspect of your life. Your career looks like you're about to hit a turning point. The relationship aspect still, has some time involved. But nearing the end of the cycle is good news. And maybe by the time you get to your birthday and the sun is shining on you and you've worked through the rest of this cycle, you're going to be, hitting your stride there. So allow the healing to come in, allow the opportunity for transformation. Take this time to focus on doing what you love. And also, when we are doing what we love, whether it is a career or our social life, join a club, go join a bowling league, or whatever. You find something that you really love to do, you meet like-minded people, and you have a better opportunity to meet the right person for you in those circumstances. So by nurturing yourself, being true to yourself, speaking the truth to yourself, and speaking the truth about you to others when you're talking to them, you will meet the right person. If you are pretending to be something in order to attract people in, if it's not authentically you, you might attract somebody in, but if it's not authentic, it can't sustain in the long run. And then everybody's disappointed. They're like, well, that's not who I thought you were. So by being authentically you, then you will attract the right relationship, whether it's a career or an intimate partnership. It doesn't matter. Whether it's your friends, it does not matter. If you are not authentically you, you will always feel self-conscious, you will feel less than, and so you're not standing in your power. There are people and organizations and places for us in our lives when we are authentically ourselves that make us feel comfortable, make us feel accepted, make us feel the way we're supposed to. So authenticity is the most important thing that you can do for yourself. Be authentically you. And if some people don't like it, they aren't the right people. That doesn't make them bad people. It doesn't make you a bad person. It makes this not the group I'm supposed to be in. Whatever that situation is. This is about finding the best match for you. Career-wise, relationship-wise, friendship, because we have groups coming into play here. Hopes, goals, and dreams are coming up next after that. And so start focusing on who are you? What is the light that shines within you? What it really brings in this joy and this happiness, the bluebird of happiness. What is important to you? Be authentically you. Oh, look at this. Yes. So Mars, which is moving from Cancer into Leo, says personal power. Stand in your power. Be authentically you. Be who you are. And healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries. Don't let people run all over you. Don't be adjusting stuff just to accommodate other people because you think then they'll like you better. The people who will like you better are the people who know who you really are. The other people think they like you better, but then they find out, oh, wait, he's not really like that. And then it's just a big cluster, right? And so being authentically you is the straightest quickest path to finding this soulmate relationship. Authenticity. That's how you get there. So whether it's in your career or your intimate relationships, that's how you get there. Just stand in your truth, your personal power. You know, we all have the divine light inside of us. We are all co-creators of our universe. We are all God-sourced. There is something unique and special about each one of us. And so find what sparks the joy in you, because that's your authentic self. So if inside that really makes you happy, and I am not talking about a person. That person can't make you happy. You make you happy. So what is it that makes you happy? That's your superpower. That's your authenticity. That is the real you. And believe me, when you find that, then the light shines, it just brightens up and it just explodes out. And then it has magnetic powers that attracts the right situations to you. It attracts the abundance into your life. Gosh, my ears are ringing at that high vibration. The angels are like, yes. So speak your truth. Be your authentic self. Go for it. The right situations show up when you show up for yourself. So be there for you. Be you. Stand in your personal power. Allow your light to shine out so that you attract in magnetic, like that sun, drawing in the important things, the important people, the right situations. So these cards right here, they're really small, but they're little mandalas. And I wanted to use it's funny because I've been getting multiple ones at a time, and they almost make like a sentence of things to focus on for this month. And yours is no different. The light and my eyes. I don't have 20-year-old eyes. I never did, even when I was 20. So you have tranquility, believe, and confidence. See? It's like this little sentence. Believe in yourself, develop your self-confidence, and that's where the peace and the tranquility in your life comes. That's where the joy will come in. So this month, focus on believing in yourself, standing in your truth, being who you authentically are. Have the confidence to be you, because you are unique and special, and you came here with a gift and a purpose that is meant to help lift everyone up around you. So tap into it. And when you do, the tranquility and the peace flows through your life. You got this. All right? Oh, these videos are long. Okay, you take care. Don't forget to leave a comment so that I can put you into the drawing. In any of the June videos, you go back and look at them if you want. Put in a comment, and then that's just another entry. All right? You take care. This looks promising. Go get that dream job. Go do this. You got this. All right, we'll talk soon.